we wanted progress, and we therefore said we are going to go with the presidential system. Honestly, there are many presidential systems in the world that are peace and progress. I can't bother with that. But we must put in place the same safeguards that in place so that you can have what it needs to run the society. In this chamber, we try to federalize the police system. In this chamber, we failed. We failed because we didn't summon the courage, the wisdom, the tenacity of purpose, and the vision and the understanding of what is making nations across the world to work. A man from Otupo was the DPO in my local government when I was chairman. The man did not speak Igbo in the Igbo local government. The man did not speak Yòrúbà in the Yòrúbà local government. Every crime is local. And the solution to every crime is local. The earlier that senators in Nigeria somehow the courage to say we should not continue to deceive ourselves. I dare to tell this nation today that this is the problem. This constitution can never give us progress. This constitution can never give us peace. This constitution can never give us unity. And unfortunately, most of us in this National Assembly, we don't have this power.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣẹ̀dá àti gbọ́ mẹ́sẹ̀jì bàbá yẹn pass. Ọmọ káàrọ̀ oòjíire ṣe ti gbọ́ mẹ́sẹ̀jì bàbá yìí pass 1999 constitution. Káwọn Fúlàní ikọ̀ kò lè jẹ́ ká ní peace lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, kò lè fún wa ní peace láéláé. Ọmọ Yorùbá ìbá dáa káìdèjì lójú oorun wa, kájà fẹ́tọ̀ wa. Self-determination is our right. It's our fundamental right. A ní láti jà fún self-determination tí a bá fẹ́ kú sóko ẹrú wá Nàìjíríà. Ṣé ẹ tá gbọ́ mẹ́sẹ̀jì bàbá ìpàṣẹ tàbẹ́ gbọ́? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ àfẹ́ gbọ́? Ẹgbọ́n tí bàbá yìí sọ. ń fọ́ faraya gidi gan National Assembly pé 1999 constitution tí òun gbé dání òun ló fà á tí ẹnu òfin kò, tí nǹkan tójú wa ń rí lóde Nàìjíríà tójú wa fi ń rí. Ọ̀nà kan ṣoṣo tá a fi lè rí ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí làálàá jàǹjàǹ wàhálà tó wà nínú Nàìjíríà ni wípé kí a pààrọ̀ 1999 constitution. Ìyẹn ló lè mú peace wá. Tí ó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀, à ń tanra wa ni. Ọmọ Yorùbá, à ń parọ́ fúnra wa ni. À ń pa irọ́ fún ara wa ni. Ìbá dáa ká ronú. Mo fẹ́ play fídíò bàbá wa Akíntóyè kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo tún sọ. nípa ọ̀rọ̀ self-determination. Ẹ̀wà wọ́n lóòótọ́ dandan ni ẹ̀tọ́ wa nígbà ìjà fún. Ẹ mẹ́rin káwọn kan tàn wá. Ẹ mẹ́rin káwọn olóṣèlú ẹ mẹ́rin kan tàn wá. Irọ́ ni wọ́n ń pa fún láti jọ yìí. Wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa. Àpárá nìkan ni wọ́n ń dùn. Ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ jẹ́ ká jí lójú oorun wa o. Yorùbá nation no going back. A ní láti fi self-determination. Ẹ mẹ́rin káwọn kan pa wá fún wa o. Gbogbo ọkọ̀ tó ń pa fún wa láti ọdún 1960 láti gbòmìnira. Kí la rí ń bẹ̀? Àǹfààní wo la jẹ ń bẹ̀? Ọmọ Yorùbá, àǹfààní wo la jẹ ń bẹ̀? Tí wọ́n bá tọ́ka wípé látìgbà tí wọ́n ti fún Nàìjíríà ní òmìnira ní 1960, olórílẹ̀-èdè mélòó ni Yorùbá ti jẹ nínú àwọn 16 tí wọ́n ti jẹ orílẹ̀-èdè fún wọ́n ti darí Nàìjíríà nínú àwọn 16. Agídí lábílẹ̀ tọ́ pé ẹyọkan láì rẹ̀ sí méjì tá bá dákọ Ọbásanjọ́ àti ẹni tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ní sí àbí láti 1960 àìsọ́ pé kan náà ni wá à ń pè àwọn wà Nàìjíríà ṣé wà Nàìjíríà ni wá báwọn àbí wọ́n ń tàn wá. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká tan ara wa. Tó bá ń tàn wá ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn náà tan ara wa. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ wà Nàìjíríà. Irọ́ ló wà ń bẹ̀, ẹ̀tàn ló wà ń bẹ̀. Àwa ni ká jí lójú oorun wa, ká jà fẹ́tọ̀ wa. Self-determination is our right.
So, but there seems to be some confusion in Yoruba land. I see that maybe perhaps the generality of the people do not feel as passionate about self-determination. And secondly, there is all kinds of positions. Afenifere is talking about restructuring. You are talking about self-determination.
You don't know this. You don't know the nature of the Yoruba society. You don't. Most of the young people, and they are the majority in Yoruba land, want the self-determination of their Yoruba nation. That's the truth of the matter. That's what is keeping the movement going. And they are also doing so in the diaspora. Yoruba young men and women all over the world want their own country, separate from Nigeria. You cannot deny that, no matter how much you want to pander to the government. You cannot deny that. But that's the truth.
But anyway,
the important thing, however, and I'm surprised that you are not talking about that, is that the Yoruba people who are fighting for self-determination are telling the world and telling themselves that they will do it only peacefully. We are Yoruba. We know our status in the world. We know our status in the black world. We do not want to destroy the peace of Nigeria, and we do not want to bring difficulty into the lives of any other group in Nigeria. But we want to get out of Nigeria. That's it.
Well, Prof, you are a strong member.
And you're not talking about that. You are asking me questions. You are asking me questions as if what Onitiri did has the support of the majority of Yoruba people who want self-determination. It is not true.
Well, Prof,
she has a small minority of a section that is ready to do illegalities. A year ago, they went and attacked a radio station in Ibadan, and so on. Now this year, they are attacking the entire government of Ibadan, and so on. No, but we have never sent anybody to go and do that, and we do not support it or encourage it. Prof, and we think it is criminal.
Prof,
and so if they get punished for their criminality, we have no objection to that.
Prof, you are a strong member.
You cannot, because of them, generalize opposition to self-determination. You cannot.
Well, Prof, you are a strong member of the Unity Party of Nigeria, also a very strong member of Afenifere. Afenifere is talking about restructuring. You are now talking about self-determination. What is the difference, in these two ideological positions?
Yes. Yes, our fathers in Afenifere are doing the right thing. Talking about restructuring so that we can go back and live our own life the way we used to live it prosperously. They're doing the right thing. There is nothing wrong with that. But we, another group of people, larger in number than they, are now saying, no, self-determination is the answer, not restructuring. Why? Because when you restructure, you are still in Nigeria. The people who are coming and disrupting your life and destroying your farms and killing your women and raping your mothers and daughters and so on are still Nigerians. They still have a right to come to Nigeria. The only final solution to that is to separate so that you have a separate Yoruba country where we can make our own laws and so on, where to which we admit only people we want to admit. So nobody can claim that they have a right to come to our land. They don't have such a. But as long as we are in Nigeria, no matter what restructuring is done, they still have the right to come to our land and do the things that we are doing. Nobody is talking about the fact that most Yoruba farmers have been driven from their farms. I am not hearing that. I'm hearing only about government. I'm not hearing about people. You are not talking about the fact that most Yoruba farmers have been driven from their farms and that the Yoruba nation is in danger of famine upon famine upon famine for years and years to come. You are not talking of the fact that the Fulani declared war on Nigeria on the 24th of January and 26th of January and said that Tinubu is not our president. We are going to Aso Rock. We will take over the seat of government there, and we will use this place to organize the conquest of the rest of Nigeria. You're not talking about that. You are not talking of people who said, no Fulani man must be arrested for the bomb in Ibadan. If you do, you will have bombs in every town in Yoruba, in Nigeria. Nobody is talking about that. Nobody is talking about the sheer insult of living in a country where some people are treating the government like that.
Including Taiwan.
You are talking about Unitiri and so on.
Chipmaker reported a 36% jump in second quarter profit.
Well, Prof, let me ask you this. Self-determination that you recommend.
You are entitled to your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, but what I'm saying is that your opinion rigorously avoids the truth. Rigorously.
But Prof,
avoids the truth.
Nigeria, as Onigo Chiche told us in his research on ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, has over 300 ethnic nationalities. Will you recommend self-determination to all the other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria? For all these nationalities to break away?
Those who want it don't ask me a general question. I'm asking for self-determination for a nation, the Yoruba nation. There are about 60 million people in Nigeria, and their territory is large enough to be a large country. So that's what I'm talking about. Any other nationality in Nigeria that wants self-determination is free to ask for it. I cannot come and ask for self-determination for nations that are not mine. No.
Well, Prof, as we have this, we're having this conversation. You are in Cotonou, Republic of Benin. Not too long ago, after Chief Sunday Igboho returned to Nigeria.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sórí ètò. Mo lérò pé gbogbo àwọn tí bàbá sọ pé wátà rẹ ti gbọ́. Ọmọ Yorùbá, ṣé ẹ gbọ́ àbẹ́ ẹ̀ dáhùn? Ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́ àlàyé tí bàbá ṣe àbẹ́ ẹ̀ gbọ́ àlàyé tí bàbá ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ self-determination náà ni o. Mo lérò pé pátá rẹ ti gbọ́. Kí ló wá ń dá wa dúró? Kí ló ń ṣe wá? Kí ló ń ṣe wá gan-an? Tá a lè fi ẹnu kò síbì kan ká jọjà fún ẹ̀tọ́ wa. Àbí tí ẹ gbọ́ tí bàbá Alana of himself, emeritus Professor Banji Akintoye, ṣé ẹ gbọ́rọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ nípa self-determination ni? Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ àbí àlàyé tí wọ́n ṣe, ṣé kò tún gbọ́ títí ni? ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ̀yin dáàdì wa tẹ̀yin mọ́mì wa tẹ́ ń wò wá tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa kí ni ń ṣe wá gan-an kí ni ń dà wá láàmú gan-an àǹfààní wo gan la ti jẹ nínú wa Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbé yẹ̀wò àǹfààní wo gan la ti jẹ nínú wa Nàìjíríà tá à ń pa owó wa Nàìjíríà oyè wa Nàìjíríà la fẹ́ kúlé lórí àǹfààní wo la fẹ́ jẹ àbí ṣé ẹ gbọ́ tí bàbá sọ ni ẹ̀tọ́ wa ní self-determination nǹkan tá a sì fẹ́ nìyẹn majority almost 99% àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá orílẹ̀ Yorùbá la fẹ́ àfẹ́ Nàìjíríà mọ́ tó tó gẹ́ ẹni ògbà tí ìyà ti ń jẹ wá bọ̀ ògbà tí àwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n ti fi ojú wa rìn mọ́ bọ̀ ṣé kò tọ́ kájà fẹ́tọ̀ wà ní ẹ wá gbọ́ tí former president sọ Goodluck Jonathan ẹ wá gbọ́ ọ̀tọ̀ sọ nípa wa Nàìjíríà gbogbo ìta ń play àfi ṣẹ́ra létí ni ó fídíò náà ó ti lè pẹ́ o bọ̀ tí àbá máa play ẹ̀ bóyá etí wa kò ní là bóyá ẹ̀ ní mọ̀ nǹkan tá à ń sọ lọ́fà tàbí máa mú wá fún yín lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láti túmọ̀ mọ́ là wá létí láti túmọ̀ wípé Nàìjíríà oko ẹrú ni Nàìjíríà kìí ṣe ìlú tí èèyàn lè fọkàn tán kìí ṣe ìlú tó lè mú ìgbéga báyàn ìlú àdáradá ni ìlú tí ń pa destiny èèyàn run ní Nàìjíríà.
Thinking about
ẹja gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí.
how we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria, and I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders, and I feel that probably this will help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought four, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western region. The second one, and I quote, it is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit. This is accredited to Sir Amadu Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. The third, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country. This is...
ṣé ẹ gbọ́ sẹ́yìn náà fi ta yín gbọ́rọ̀ tí former president sọ Goodluck Jonathan àwọn British àwọn ni wọ́n kéré Nàìjíríà láti fi kó ọrọ̀ ajé wa lọ kéré bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ràn wa tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kéré bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ràn wa tó bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ràn wa wọ́n fẹ́ sọ wá dẹrú ni wọ́n fi kéré Nàìjíríà àwa ni ká jí lójú oorun wa ká jàfẹ́tọ̀ wa kó tó pẹ́ jù àsìkò tá a ní láti jàfẹ́tọ̀ wa la wà yìí ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ̀yin bàbá wa àtẹ̀yin màmá wa tẹ́ wà lókè òkun ẹ dìde ẹ support bàbá wa emeritus Professor Banji Akíntóyè ẹ dìde ẹ support bàbá wa Sunday Adéníyì ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ìjà wa ni wọ́n ń jà ìjà ọgbà ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire òun làwọn méjèèjì ń jà. Wọ́n fẹ́ ká bọ́ lóko ẹrú ká kò lórílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n fi dìde. Kí ló wá ń ṣe àwa? Àwa ni wọ́n ń torí ọ̀jà wa jà. Àwọn kan náà àwa tó wá sọ pé tàlẹ́ńjà lẹ́yìn kìlú òun só yẹ ká mọ̀ sọ gbólùmọ̀ jáde lẹ́nu. Só yẹ ká mọ̀ sọ gbólùmọ̀ jáde lẹ́nu. Òun là fi ń pariwo fún yín. Ẹ dìde, ẹ dìde, ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ jàjà yìí lájàyè. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká dáadáa bàbá Akíntóyè nìkan, ẹ má jẹ́ ká dáadáa Sunday Adéníyì Adéyẹmọ nìkan. Wọn ò jà fúnra wọn, wọn ò jà fún fámìlì wọn, wọn ò jà fẹ́bí wọn. Ìjà gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá òun ni wọ́n ń jà. Ìjà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire, àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà ni bàbá wa Emeritus Professor Banji Akíntóyè ni wọ́n ń jà. Ìjà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire ni bàbá wa Sunday Adéníyì Adéyẹmọ ń jà. Kí ló wá dé tàní gbáwò tì wọ́n? Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbáwò tì wọ́n. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣọ̀tẹ̀ wọn mọ́. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe kí ni ká ṣe ọ̀tẹ̀ wọn mọ́. Àgbáṣọwọ́ là fi ń sọ̀yà. Àgbájọwọ́ òun là fi ń sọ̀yà. Àwọn nìkan ò lè dá sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ wá tó oṣù ọwọ̀, kí á sọ wá di oṣù ọwọ̀ ká lè bá lè délẹ̀ lè rí òun láwọ́ táwa ń pa gẹ́gẹ́ bí media Yorùbá Nation, gẹ́gẹ́ bí media civil self-determination. Program náà kò ní jù báyìí lọ, ìfẹ́ pẹ́ lórí ètò. Gbogbo ẹni tí ẹ bá ilẹ̀ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, ẹ bá wa pín ètò kọ́ lọ dáadáa, ẹ bá wa like, ẹ bá wa love ẹ. Ẹ sì má gbàgbé láti bá wa subscribe tó YouTube wa Ibiyemi TV. Ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́? Ẹ ṣe gan ni mo kí orólé àní jù báyìí lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kan náà sára dem káwé ká ṣètò náà lẹ̀. God bless you all.
Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni
ètò náà kò ní jù báyìí lọ ṣé gan ni.
Ìgbà wo ló kù?